Okay, boys and girls, so today we went over page 128 through 131. We made sure we did our annotations on these pages, and I kind of broke you up, remember, into 3 groups. Hopefully we'll continue doing that tomorrow. So make sure, if you weren't online today, make sure you do these annotations. Make sure you read and circle numbers, circle names. Make sure you highlight the vocabulary words, okay? Because we use those for our word webs. And then page 130 and 131, we did the same thing. Make sure we're circling, labeling, doing our hashtags for each paragraph, okay? We stopped at 131. And then if we take out our, let's see here. If we take out our reading journal, we did 3. We did these 3 today. Endurance, excel, and capacity. So make sure you do those. We have 2 more left to go. So we'll continue with that tomorrow. And we also did our STAAR STEM questions. So why did the author include the map on page 124? The author included the map because she wanted to show the location of the high altitude training center and where the runners are from. They're from Kenya, Africa. So make sure you do that as well. So this is in the reading part of the journal. This is what we did this morning. Okay. Up next, we have our math. Let me see here. So page 98 today is for homework, and in class give me 1 second. In class we did 112 to 115 today. So we're converting fractions to decimals and decimals to fractions. We have fractions on the top. Make sure we're writing our place value chart for each. We're placing the 3 in the hundreds place because look at our denominator. It's 100. So we're going to place it in the hundreds place at 3. Same thing for 47. Overall, these have 2 digits, so automatically we'll place the 4 in the tenths and the 7 in the hundreds. So those are pretty easy. We have 2 and 4 tenths. The 4 is in the tenths because, of course, that's how we read it. 2 and 4 tenths. The denominator is 10, so it's going to go in the tenths place. Okay, and we have 2 wholes, so that goes in the ones. So that's how we convert fractions to decimals. Always make sure you're doing your place value chart as well. And then we also did page 113 together. So this is number 9. Number 9. It's the same idea. We needed to figure out 3 tenths. How is it written in a fraction and in a decimal? Okay, and then number 10, we did that one as well. The models are shaded to represent 4 different fractions, which decimal is represented by one of the models. Okay, so we found out that it was only J, because the other ones were not here. Okay, these were the decimals for each of them: 24 hundredths, 3 tenths, 41 hundredths, and 5 tenths. The only one that was there was 3 tenths. Okay, Number 11. We have 4 whole numbers. It even gives us a decimal here. 4 whole numbers and 6/10. That converts into 4 and 6 out of 10. Okay, that was number 11. And then let's see here. The last one we did was number 12, and we'll continue with 13 tomorrow. Okay. So that was that for math. And after that, we were going to get started on science, but there was a fire alarm today. So just make sure to continue reading this lesson, which is on page 171, the forms of energy.
Excuse me, they will be...
Okay, the alarm system just went off again. Sorry for the interruption, but yes, it starts on page 171 on science fusion, the forms of energy, and we're going to continue reading. Hopefully tomorrow we'll finish it, as I know I had said this yesterday, but again, we got cut off some time because of the fire alarm. So starting on 180, we'll continue with that tomorrow. Social studies, we didn't get to do any of that today because of the fire alarm, but we will continue with our lesson on, let's see, the Spanish settlements in Texas, which is starting on page 150. Okay? For those of you that are not online with us, make sure you read that. And last but not least, we continued with our writing on the writing collection, the 4th grade writing collection. So this is from 2.3 to 2.4. And I just wanted students to continue writing their rough draft for who inspires them the most. Make sure you're breaking it up into paragraphs. You should have at least 3. Your introduction, your body, and your conclusion. You're restating your prompt in the introduction and conclusion. And your body is just expanding on the 3 or 4 reasons of why it makes the person that you chose special. So this is just kind of like my points that I gave about my grandmother. So make sure you do that with the person that you chose. And then for today, again, like I said, page 98 was for math. For homework and for spelling, we have, let me write it down. Wednesday is rainbow words. And the students already know how to do that. You guys do know how to do that. And that was it for today. Okay, if you have any questions, make sure you let me know.